the screen should not be going anywhere.
Yeah, I'll have to turn it on.
Yeah.
Alright.
And is it good enough, the angle?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
It's good, right? Yeah, it's good.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
So again, we talked about the equation line. Equation line is one of the most important things. Like, it's very popular in vectors. We studied before also about like products, right? Cross the product. This worksheet now will do it. It's similar to the question in IB, so we're gonna go through them so you get used to the questions of IB. Okay. We studied before equation line. Equation line means like find the equation referring to vector. Okay. So I said like, for example, I have a line L. Okay, and this line passes through the point A, which is x0, y0, z0, and it's parallel to vector v, which has like its components are a, I, b, j, c, k. Okay. Any question, just ask, don't leave it. Okay. So we discussed the first question. Now you have the first question here, you can do it, right? Find the vector equation of a line parallel to PQ, which passes through the point 1, negative 1. So first for you, you need to find PQ. PQ, do you remember how to find it?
OQ minus OP.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So OQ, which is terminal, minus initial, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah, do it.
So we just need to find the vector direction and then make it.
Now the vector I already have it, right? Like we found it already,
Yeah,
PQ.
yeah.
So now the line equation for question 2, I have the initial point which passes through it.
Yeah.
So here the point A passes through it. What is the point which passes through it here? It's
one
one-
negative one.
1, negative 1. So I can write it as 1, negative 1, plus lambda or t or anything, okay? And the vector, which I has at PQ, which is how much?
3i 6j.
3, 5, 6, K,
J.
J. Yeah, done. So this is the equation, this is the line. This is the equation of the line for question 2. So what I did, I take the point which passes through. So this is point actually. This point is on the line. And this one is giving direction. This one is kind of magnitude. So this is a part of the vector, but it might magnify, like, so the t will make it like bigger or smaller. Okay? Yeah, that's it. So the equation, this is the equation, done. That's it. I found that question as well. I wanted to do it.
Okay.
Okay, this question one. This question is a bit harder. Question number 19.
Teacher, what does lambda or t specifically mean? Like that?
This is like, it's a number. Most of the time it means like if magnified. So, for example, this one I'll use it later when we study about real world problems.
Oh,
So real world problems, for example, like when I have it with velocity, or when I have it, so t, for example, t here might be time, or might be the height. It depends on the questions. So whenever it changes, it will create a new line or new tangent here.
Okay, so it's basically some
Some random number which which is magnify the vector itself. So here I have like small vector or unit vector.
Parallel.
Find the volume for this. So, sorry.
Parallel pipe shown
Yeah.
in the diagram. What's a parallel pipe?
Parallel pipe is a cube, but that cube it's not right cube. It's skewed like that. So here actually it's the one in black only. The one in black is only the 3D shape, and they have vector to it towards it. So to find, we discussed before about the volume, right? We discussed about the volume. How to find the volume of vector. How to find the volume using vector, sir? Do you remember the formula for triple time? Do you remember U times
U.
V times W? But this one is scalar product, this one is cross product, right? Do you remember how to do this? What is V and W now? V how much here?
V is 1 for 2.
Okay, so V is 1, 4, 2. What about W?
Negative 1, 1, 4.
So this one also is gonna be like magnitude, right? Because volume. Okay. You know how to find this, right? Try to find it.
416 minus 2 minus
5.
between them, is it always minus or is it's always minus plus, right?
Got 2 or 3 J 5K. How'd you get 16?
4, 4. I haven't minused it yet, so this will be 12.
I'm so stupid. I didn't see that for.
What? Akil, didn't you used to wear glasses?
Maybe.
And what do you mean maybe? What? Oh, oops. And here is negative 4 minus 1. So 12 plus 14, 14 minus plus 6 minus 6.
Oh,
J plus minus 5. Oh, oops. 9. So it's 14I minus 6J minus 5K.
yeah. Yeah. What? Yeah, this one is the correct one.
14. Okay, and then we multiply it by 2.
Yeah, we multiply it here. It's scalar product, so it's dot product. So scalar product, I times like x with x, y with y.
Didn't you get 5K?
What's 5K?
I got
Yeah,
5K.
yeah, 5K.
Yeah.
Here, cover. 1 times 1, 1. 1 negative 4 become positive 4. 1 plus 4 is 5.
Negative 1 to 4 is
This one, don't forget, every single time I change the sign. This one, every single time it's negative
Yeah.
outside. Okay.
Wait, this
This one, I do it. Cover your hand.
yeah,
1 times 1, 1
1.
minus 1 negative 1 times 4 negative 4
I
negative.
did everything
negative.
else correctly. Why did I do this one?
It's fine. Okay. Now time the negative 3 times 14. Sorry here 14. Negative 3 times 14, 42. 2 times negative 2, negative 4. 1 times 5 is 5. And then I'll find like the plus them because I need the magnitude, right? This is about the magnitude, so I got negative number. For area, for volume, I don't have negative, so make it absolute value, which is 41. Clear?
Yes.
Okay, next one. Find the area face determined by U and V. For the area, I use scalar or I use cross product.
Scale.
So do you remember for area? Area I use?
Scale.
No, again, scalar, understand this. Scalar, I make the vector bigger. So for example, it's similar like I have,
Scalar is only magnitude, so
so let's say I have a stake of 10 centimeter, okay? The scalar here is increasing that, so it becomes 15 centimeters. So what I did, I added 5 centimeters. Okay? So this one is considered scalar. I add to make it bigger, but I did not change.
with the
I did not change the fact that it's still a vector. Okay? It's just the vector itself. I did not change anything. But for the cross product here, I will create a new vector. Okay. Or here for the area, do you remember the area here? The area is, what is the area? It's everything inside, I make it into small squares, right? So here, for example, just I, J, and K. So what I do is I, J, and K. So what I do is cross product for every single one of them to find the area or to find every single square inside it. Okay? Yeah, that's it. Sometimes also the cross product might create a new vector which goes like make perpendicular to both of them. Easier way to remember, okay? This is the easier way to remember it. Scalar all the time here. What you see in the scalar, you time 1 with 1, 1 with 1. I did not create a new thing, it's just the same product, but I multiply the numbers of it. Okay, so here, can you find it? U and V. Yeah, right? U and V.
what's the area of U and V?
V. 1, 4, 2. So here I need to find the cross product. So U times V. This is U, this is V.
So
And again, it's magnitude.
2 to 4 minus 4. Negative 3 to negative 6. 6 minus 1. Negative 12 minus 3. Negative 9. Zero 9 minus plus 7 minus 15.
Yeah. 15 plus 1, 15.
Isn't it 14?
How is
Plus
12
1.
minus?
14.
No.
Why 3? It's 2 here. 12. 1 times 2 is 2.
Oh wait, my bad.
Okay, so it's 0 I plus or minus here
Plus
plus 7 J
Minus 14.
minus 14 K. Okay. But this is not an area yet. How could I make it as an area here?
you can multiply
each, right?
what? We square and then root, no?
Yeah, we need the magnitude, right? What is the magnitude for this?
Square each thing
Square
plus
each thing, so 49 plus
14
14 squared 196.
Oh. Yeah, it's 196.
5, hold on, 5, 5, 5, 5, 4, 245, right?
Yeah.
That's it. So this is the area. Okay, find the height of paraboloid for the vertex from T to the base.
Wait, so this, so
So I've already found the volume, right? Do you remember what is the volume formula here?
volume formula
It's
is
area of base times height, right? Volume I have it already, which is 41. Area of base here, which I found it already, root 245 times h, which I need to find.
So it's going to be 41 over root 2.
Yeah, that's it. Find the angle, that is. Okay. Do you remember the angle about the vectors? We studied that before.
It's
It's similar, cosine theta. Do you remember what's the formula here? I could follow.
Magnitude of A multiplied by
magnitude
Cosine theta.
cos theta I plus sine theta j. Is it this one or is this one?
No, this one are
Isn't it
complements. Those
Isn't
are
it
complements.
a dot product?
What I follow is this one. This one I found it already, right?
Yeah.
You can find cosine or sine up to you. But here, sine is easier, right? Because I have this already. Okay, so I'll have sine.
You know what? This gives me trouble from
Sine theta is u times v, which I have it already, divided by the magnitude of u times the magnitude of v. Okay, so u times v, how much is it? I have it already, which is root 245, right?
All of the magnitude of U is.
Now the magnitude of u, how much?
I have a calculator.
You-
Yes.
This one is 9 plus 4 plus 1 is squared, right? 3
Yeah.
squared, 2 squared, 1 squared, and all of them under the root, right? So the answer is 14 squared, right? Root 14 times v, how much is it?
22.
V, where's v? Yeah, v is this one. 1, 16, 16, 4, 21.
16. Yeah, 21. Yes.
16. 16 plus 4, 20. 20 plus 1, 21. 21, right?
We don't have the Indian calculator.
Yeah, that's it. You can find the answer using calculator, and that's it. Here you can make it like it's 7 root. Hold on. 6, 6, 6, 7. Hold on. I made a mistake. Oh my god, I made a mistake. Here it's already found. I don't need to find it like this.
What?
So this is not the magnitude. This one I do it like just. It's negative 7, so the answer is 7 here, because it's small product here. So here it's gonna be just 7.
So I'm here.
Yeah, me neither.
What?
I don't get this
What
one. Why is it?
happened? What happened?
Here it's not. Here it's already a product, right? So after I find the product, I have 7 and negative 14, right? So
Yeah.
usually here I do just the plus or minus the component with each other. So negative
So you
14
just add all
plus
of
7.
them. Oh, so this is going to be negative 7 and minus.
Negative 7, absolute value is going to be 7.
Oh,
So here's going to be 7. And here it's also going to be 7. Now the trick here, this one 14 is root 7, right? Root 7 times 2. 7 times 2. So 7 times root 2, and the other one is root 7
7
times
times
root
root
3, and here I have 7, right?
Oh, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be root 6?
So
root
1
6.
over root 6. So now you find sine negative 1 over root 6 to find the angle. That's it, done. Your zoom calculator. Because they want the angle, right?
Yeah.
And this is 14, this is 21. And this is equals to 7 over root 6.
No, not 7. Because like
Oh, it's
root 7 I cut them, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's gonna be 1 over root 6.
And teacher, explain what you did up there, the 41
Here?
H, yes.
So edge here, they asked us to find the edge, right? Like the height. So how to find the height? I use the formula
And
of
why is it 7 now?
here,
Seven
because
is the
here,
base area.
here the area.
Yeah.
Because it's an area here. So for the area, it's not magnitude. It's not a magnitude. It's an area, right? So I did it like for both contents here, both of them. So it's like negative 14, positive 7 is negative 7. Absolute value of negative 7 is 7. Yeah.
For area, it's just plus. You know, we did the exact same thing in physics, but we have to decide how and which one we're using: sine, cosine, vertical component, horizontal component, and then it's like F is the Suvat equations. Right? Like,
It's kind of the same, you know.
not just kind of, teacher, it's the same, but it's worse.
Worse.
I don't even study physics. I haven't studied it for 2 years. Two or
Suffer
three.
with us.
Full bias.
Okay. So this one is, what is it? The line of Victor, is it okay?
Yeah. Okay, I think I told Lang this, but like I went to army when he was on like Thursday, right? Arm wrestled him, and he confirmed my suspicions that my strength has dropped by 50% in my right arm. And in New Year, still lost to this 50% arm.
Okay, now what is the definition of line? Line is like no beginning, no end, right? Keep going. What about segment?
It's the shortest point between two.
Segment, it has a start and it has an end, right? So instead of I said make equation, sorry,
He's like displacement something.
No.
kind of. Later, yeah. When we become practical, yeah, we'll have displacement. We will have physics, you know, in this one.
This is physics.
We will have physics later, like when we apply those things, we will do it through physics. We will do it like through a plane and altitude, traveling from one point to another.
Akio, I will show you a question from physics.
Oh, my brain already got sorry.
Okay. So let's have a segment here, A and B. Okay. Now, if I want to say like any point here, any point is I would consider it as lambda. So let's consider this as lambda. Now, if I want to figure out how far are they from each other, how can I say that? So if I want to say like how far is A from lambda and how far is lambda from A?
What's the difference?
How far is lambda from A?
And how far is A from lambda?
So, yeah,
Isn't it just the direction?
Yeah.
it's the direction. So the direction is gonna be different. So for example, here the difference between them, I'll call it, for example, so let's call it any point here.
C.
Let's call it C, for example. The distance, let's call it lambda. What about here? How much is it gonna be?
C, B.
2 lambda? No. B minus lambda?
It's gonna be 1 minus lambda here.
Is the whole segment 1?
Because all of it is gonna be 1 from the vector itself. Vector
One vector.
or the segment is one segment, right?
Yeah.
It's a one segment. So here, the distance between this point is all the segment minus this one.
Teacher, can you make it
So,
so that the
it's-
like the segment itself is AB? Like,
Hold on. I'll
yeah. Can you make it so like this line is just
it's still sealed. Okay.
the segment itself is AB. So
Uh-huh.
if you want to know CV, you have to be AB minus lambda. If the whole thing is like
It's not like that, but so for this one, like AB here, AB as a whole equal what?
it's equals to
Equal lambda, for example, lambda AC, like is the factor here or the magnitude. This is the magnitude or the value,
Isn't
right?
AC lambda?
So here AC, right?
Yeah.
AC is lambda is like the magnitude of it, and plus 1 minus lambda BC or OC. You can consider it. Okay. Let's consider it as O.
I'm sorry.
O is easier to understand.
Complicated this even worse.
Now, what's the difference? Here is just like OA and OB. The difference between the line segment, what I want you to know, like it's all the time for a segment, it's 1.
Okay.
So those are the difference between them. Like all the time, the lambda and the other one, 1 minus lambda. So it's all the time equal to 1. It's not considered aligned with the vector itself.
So complicated seeming code.
I did. I apologize but before I sat down.
Okay. They give me an example for this. A, we have 2 points. A is 2, negative 1, 5. B is 4, 3, and 2. They said find the midpoint of this segment. So they said those 2 points create a segment. Find the midpoint.
2 plus 4 divided by 2 is 3. 3 plus negative 1
and
is
7
7
over
over 2 is 1.
3 negative 1 and 7 over 2.
So 6 over 2 plus.
But yeah, but like, they want you to use the line of segment or the point to find this. They don't want you to find like the distance between them. Maybe we can check with it. We can check with the way you mentioned.
3, 1.
But if I want to do it now, I will use the same formula, which is like OA, OB, right? So let's try to do it. So they said the segment here, the line segment, or so here it's a segment, and it has a point on it, right? So I'll call it segment X, for example, because I'll change midpoint later, right? Midpoint of how much is it? Midpoint is 1 over 2 because I said all the time it's 1, right?
Yeah.
So later I'll change this x with 1 over 2. Okay, so if I try to change the values now, like OB, how much is it? Lambda OB, OA, sorry, first.
2 negative 1 5.
So here I'll choose like 1 minus t. How much? 2,
Negative 1 5.
negative 1, 5, plus t, 4, it's 4, 3, and 2, right? The points b, right? Okay. So it's similar to what we did before, but instead, here I write t all the time. It's similar to what I did with the line here, or lambda, or t. But what I did is 1 minus t. At first, I would write 1 minus t.
Lambda O lambda OA. Yeah, it's OA.
Okay. I'll just write it again. 1 minus t OA plus t OB. Again, t or lambda, it's fine. It depends on the book or the question. Sometimes you, another question, we write this as s. It's fine, any number or any variable.
Here.
Oh.
The complex numbers questions.
Oh. I don't think. Well, I think it's close.
Oh shit. Oh god. You know that we spent 4 hours on
that
one
man over
question.
there is doing it on video. This man's saying
Okay.
watching on video.
Okay, is it clear? Now let's find the midpoint here. So what is the midpoint?
Oh, okay.
I need to change. So here I'll consider the t.
I have none talking. Like, do you see the flames?
So here it's st. Now I want to change t with half, right? Because again I said this is the distance, right? If I change it with half, what will happen now? S half equal to 1 minus half, and the point to negative 1, 5, plus 1 half. The point again, which is 4, 3, and 2, right? Okay, now 1 minus half is a half, time it. Half times 2, 1, negative 1 over 2, negative 5 over 2.
It should equal the same. Because
Sorry?
it should equal the exact same.
Here it's not done yet. I'm not done yet.
Yeah,
Like here 1 minus half. No, they're not the same because this point is different. This is B and this is A.
Yeah.
Again, it says like this is the terminal point, this is the initial point, right?
Yeah. No, I mean, as the
It should
the
equal
midpoint.
to
The midpoint when you do it the other way, it
Yeah.
should be the same, yeah.
Yeah.
It will be the same, yeah. Now half times 4 is 2, half times 3, 3 over 2. It's half times 2 is 1.
Negative of plus 3 over 2, and then 5 over 2 plus 2 over 2. That's just equal to
1 minus 1 over 2. 2
Okay.
1 5 plus 1 over 2.
Okay, I want to do it another way as they did it here.
4
That's correct, what you did is correct. What they did here, they make it a plus them together, right? I
What's
have 2
between
points
these
now,
two?
they plus them together. But I have a t, right? So before replacing the values,
Multiply these.
before replacing the value, they just like try to multiply everything inside. So 1 minus t times 2 is gonna be 2 minus 2t. 1t minus negative 1, negative t, negative, negative, positive t. And this one, 1t is 5 minus 5t. The other part is 4t, 3t, and 2t, right? And I have a plus between them.
Add each number.
Add each component. So 2
minus 2
plus 2t,
Oh yeah, 2 plus 2.
3t,
Minus
4t,
1 plus 4.
minus 1 plus 4t,
And 5 minus 7.
5 minus 3t, right?
Yeah.
Now they said like I can use this function and it changed the value of midpoint, which is 1/2, right? So I'll change this t with 1/2, this t with 1/2, this t with 1/2, right? Try to do it. 1/2 is 3. So the first point, the first component is 3, because this is 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. 2 minus 1 is 1. This one half 3 over 2, right? Negative 3 over negative 3 over 2, which is 1.5. So 3.5. Do you have the same answer the other way?
Yeah, I did it in 3, 1, and 7 over 2.
Yeah, it's
Seven
the
over
same
two,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, the same way. But here it's we do it in a different way. Now we will discuss why it's like between 1 and 0. So now change why it's 1.
Teacher.
Yep.
Bonjour. I do not understand. Wait a second. You were speaking French for a second. Where did we get these from again? Where the numbers from again? Like I zoned out for 30 seconds. I did not hear where did we get these numbers from. Why are they?
From the question here.
Like yeah.
Here.
Like A B like
Yeah.
this from these. And we just plug them in.
Yeah.
Okay. This 1 over 2 is this one, A. Well, then where did ST come from?
ST.
ST, yeah.
ST is the segment. Do you
Yeah.
remember? It's the line equation, segment equation. The segment equation, it's this one, S. You can call it anything.
Yeah.
Why I call T here, because this T I will change its value, which will give me like a specific point on this segment. Now, to understand why, I want you to change, so I found T for you, right?
Yeah.
I found this one.
Me too. I figured out why my confusion is there.
Uh,
That 5 looks like a 9. I wrote down that as a 9. So I was like, where did 9 come from?
which line? Here?
That
okay,
looked like
okay,
a 9.
Okay.
I wrote it as a 9 and I was like, where did 9 come from?
Now I want you to change, like here I found it already, right? It's already there. I want you to change 0, and I want you to change 1 and 2.
Oh, okay. 0 is just 2, negative 1 and 5.
2, negative 1,
And 5.
and 5. What about 1?
1 is 4, 3, and 2.
What about 2?
2 is 6, 4, 8,
7.
7, yeah.
7,
11.
and
No. Minus 1, sorry.
Negative 1.
sorry, well, I'm always trusting you.
No,
4,
7.
8, 8, 7. Okay.
7, no, the only thing
And
he
the other one
negative
is
one.
2, 6, 6,
Negative 1.
negative 1.
The only thing he got wrong was negative 1.
What can you see here?
What?
Oh.
Oh! Between.
That's why it should be between 0 and 1, because 0 is the point A. B is like here I start with 0, here it's 1. So when I start here, for example, if I say t equal 1, that means the initial point here is going to be B. When it's 0, the initial point is going to be A. This one is not between A and B. So this is correct for a line. It's not correct for a segment. So for t, when I say the segment, it can be between 0 to 1. It cannot exceed.
Yo, I just saw a magic trick.
Is it clear now?
Yeah, teacher, wait a second. Don't erase this stuff because I haven't copied anything.
Okay, take your time, take your time.
I just saw a magic trick.
I know at first it was confusing. I have to go through it through example to understand it.
Akio, what's lateral thinking, bio student?
What is that?
I I put in like some examples of different styles of thinking, like thoughts or solutions to a problem, like the first things we thought of when we read the problem.
Yeah.
And then like my thinking was outside the box, and apparently that's the lateral thinking. So that's 1, 2. Plus 2. 1, 2. 1 plus 4, 1, 2. Akio, I want to fry an egg right now, and if I put a frying pan on my head, I think it will work.
Stop off.
I think so. Did you have a question?
Uh-huh.
Why would we do this when we can do this?
when we can do the midpoint
I think it's
rule, right?
because if there's
It's-
other values.
Yeah, it's not just the midpoint. So for example, if I said 2/3,
Oh.
you can apply the midpoint also thing, but it's a different way. But like it's better to use this one. It depends on different values. Here, half it's easy, so you can check or compare if your answer is correct or not. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I want to check when do I have parallel lines or skewed lines. So we have the lines already, not the segment. So the segment, this is it. It's similar to the line, but it's between 0 and 1. That's the difference between line and segment. Line, it can be like, T can be like 3, 4, 15, 100. It's okay. Because the line, it has no limits, right? No start and no end. But for segment, it has a start and it has an end. Okay. Now I want to see if the lines are parallel or skewed. Skewed means like maybe they're not parallel.
Oh, skewed. Okay.
Yeah, skewed, but they're not parallel. So they intersect with each other. Sometimes they don't intersect with each other if they are
Here.
in two coordinate planes.
What?
Yeah, I
If
get
they're
that.
not parallel.
I get that.
Always. They should
Okay,
always intersect.
let's take it small, bit by bit.
I have no clue. What do you
So
use?
let's have a line, line 1.
Even he knows himself. Oh yeah, Kyo. You were not suffering enough. So here, physics question. How much is the tension force for row 1 and row 2?
I give up more.
By the way, you haven't touched this.
I think if I see this at home, I'm not that tired.
You know, I had an interesting question I was going to ask, and I forgot about it immediately because of the what thing. Oh, yeah. You know why we always specify units in physics?
Okay. Now those one are parametric equations. How to make them as a line again? Equation of a line.
This is the line equation here.
Super easy.
Using the
Again, parametric, I separate them. Line equation, I combine them together. So I will take, look here,
X.
I will take all of them here and put them together, and the other part is the direction or the vector. So it will be the line now, line 1 is going to equal to 2, 0, y I don't have anything, and negative 1, plus t, negative 3,
1,
1,
2.
2.
Hmm.
L2. So do you understand that parametric is like taking each component alone, separate them to make them small equation. Okay? The line equation it's a composite of those three components together to create a line. Okay? Line 2, how much is it?
1,
1,
2,
2, and 2.
2 and
Plus
plus S.
S,
6,
Six.
-2, -4. Yeah.
negative 2, negative 4. Okay. Now they ask me if those big lines, are they parallel to each other or not at first?
No.
So what does this represent? I wrote it at first.
Scale up? No.
This one represents
Wait, no.
Points.
Are these perpendicular lines? Times 2.
points on line, right? On this line. So this one, the initial one, it is a point on the line, right? This is the definition.
Isn't this negative 2? Or no?
L2.
For
No.
L2, it's negative 2 times all of the, like for t times negative 2, all the t's times negative 2, you get this.
Ah, okay, okay, yeah, correct. So first,
I'm good.
wait, I'll explain it. The first one is a point.
I
Okay.
understood something
This
in
one.
this class.
This one is a vector, right? This is the second part is a vector, okay? So this vector actually it refers to direction. Usually when I say vector, it's direction, right? Now, can I compare those together? If they are somehow scalar, so they are parallel to each other. So for example, as you said, it's -2, right? So for example, if you time every component here with -2, we are gonna have this one again. So -2 times -3 is 6, -2 times 1, -2, -2 times 4, -4.
But what is amount?
Sorry.
Perpendicular is -1. I'm not sure why it matters, but perpendicular
Yeah,
is
that's the
-1.
thing. That's what I want. Yeah, it's put -2. I get that.
I get that, but I'm not sure what it's used for. But
What is you don't get?
what is the use for this?
Now what I do here, I compare the vector. So because this component, it refers to the direction. So when I have
So
this vector and this vector, they have scalar product. That scalar product, that means if I time it with the same number, I will have the other vector, so that means they're parallel.
Oh, okay.
so if the vectors have a
So for example, if I have this instead, if I have it -5,
No.
no.
they're not parallel.
Yeah. Can you go back to the -4? I'm gonna copy it later.
Yeah. Okay. But now, since since the t vector, here I will refer to it as the t vector, okay? Or L1, okay. L1 vector.
Common factors.
Vector can be produced by timing
The joke is, common insult in physics is you have the room temperature
L2
equal
L1.
to IQ. But if you were smart
Vector
and you know this, there's no units here,
Negative
you can say, yeah, I have room temperature in Kelvin.
Okay. So now they're parallel, right? That means
Or you can say, no,
do they intersect in any point?
35.
Do they intersect in any point?
If they're parallel, they don't. I don't think they intersect because they're parallel.
Yeah, they're parallel.
Here's the difference. I said that as a basic one, but you have the room temperature IQ of Alaska.
Okay. So let's they said, like, for example, now I know that they're parallel, but are they exactly on each other? Are they like overlapping each other?
That's where the points come in.
Exactly. So that's where the point. So for example, this point I know is an initial point on this line. Now this point I want to change it in this one here. Again, we will go back to the parametric equation here. Okay? To check, is it correct or not? Like, will I have this point or not on it? Can you try?
So will we substitute the point of L2 on L1?
Yeah. So this point, I will change it here. For example, I will do. So I want to change it. I want to change it so I know what is the value of S, and then I will change S with that value I got. So I'll take the easiest one, which is 0 here, right?
You're gonna have to find it from an hour of footage.
Here, the easiest one is 0, right?
Yeah.
So I'll change Y with 0. So here
Y
is
is
the
equal to
equation.
2.
So 0 equals 2 minus 2S, right? So S equal to 1, right? Move the other side, divide. Right?
Yeah.
Now I want to change all of those together. Like I want to change S with 1, and I want to change S with 1. if I have those two values at the end, that means yes, they are like overlapping each other. They're on the same coordinate plane. So, for example, no, like for vectors, it can be like that. It can be parallel to each other,
Yeah.
or they can be overlapping, like one over the other.
Yeah.
So that's why I took the initial point to see like are they like overlapping with each other or not. That's why I take this point. So if they are overlapping, so this point will be correct on this line and this line, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So here I'll find the value which is s1, s equal to 1. Now I'll change x with 1 plus 6 times 1. And z, so I got 2 minus 4 times 1. So x equal how much? 7. And z equal to negative 2. So it's wrong. I don't have exact point here. I have 0 because I changed 0, so which is
Where is it supposed to equal to? So do these x and z they equal to the L2's x and z?
no.
If it is overlapping, where would the x be?
If it is, so this we can prove that this one is not overlapping. So can you show us what would happen if it was overlapping?
Okay. So when it's overlapping, I don't know the numbers. I'll try to get another one later.
Yeah.
But like when you change the values, so for example, when you change the values here with the equation, you will have the first answer is gonna be no, it's gonna be here 2, and the other one is gonna be negative 1. Again, here I take line 2. It's not line 1.
Oh, that makes sense.
Okay, I take line 2. It's not line 1. Okay.
But we're putting it into the
But
things
we are
that line
putting
one.
the point of line 1. So this one is in the line 1, I know.
Yeah.
I'm asking, my question is this point in line 2 or not?
So you substitute.
So I substitute here the value. I choose the first one, I change 0 to see what is the value of s. Okay? So it's kind of this one, I consider it yes, it's correct. Yes, this is correct. I want to find how much is s.
Yeah.
When all of them are the same coordinate, that means s should be the same as well for all three of them.
I think.
Okay.
Yes, that makes sense. I never noticed the whole time you were using L1. Yo, the reason I want to use to take photos is because
So-
my photo is very bad.
Lines are not overlapping or intersecting.
Yeah. Can you turn the x back into a 7? X equals 7.
Sorry?
X equals 7.
X, yeah, sorry, here.
Equals
I
7.
changed them so you understand,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
X equals 7 and here everything is
There you
1,
go.
yes.
Yeah, that's correct.
Negative 1, isn't it? Negative 2.
It is negative 2, yeah. But I don't care that much. Okay. See this shit quality.
What? It does its job. He's gonna be watching through that quality.
So, okay, this one. It's the same, I have two lines. I want you to check they're skewed here.
if they skew, what
They're not parallel.
Skewed like they intersect. They're asking, are they intersecting or not? So again, here I have x, y, z, so that means 3D, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna just.
That's why I'm checking like why they overlapping or not.
Y equals 5. Oh, plus 4. And z equals to negative 1 plus 5t. L2 equals x equals to 2 plus 8 s.
However, it's the first part.
Y equals to 4 minus 3s. Z equals to 5 plus s. L1 equals to plus? It's plus. Sorry. Plus t 4 negative 4 5. Now 2 equals to 2 more 5 plus this 4 8 negative 3 times 2. No. These I think these are skewed.
Okay.
I see no possibility in which it's a single number that can have a single scalar.
Okay, I see.
Okay, so 1 equals to 2 8 plus this negative 1 equals 8s divided by 8 divided by 8 s equals to negative 1 over 8.
Let me use it. One can I get a good one?
Here, bro. Oh, you use the same thing as me. Never mind.
Okay.
I'm trying to get that too. There's, I'm not going unless.
Okay. 5. Oh, you can. There's one. Why? No. 5 equals 4 minus 3s. Negative 1 over 3 equals s. Or
Okay. I think I should do it. Okay. First, are they parallel or not?
no.
So the lines are not parallel. Why?
Because there is no scalar that can possibly make them. You cannot
Because
find.
the unit vector
The vector
The-
L2
of-
cannot be
of
produced by
L1.
L1.
doesn't have a scalar multiplier for vector or unit vector or vector or for vector parallel. I'll write it in many ways, so you choose the easiest one.
The easiest one is there is no
to
uh,
line.
the L2 vector cannot be
L2.
produced.
So this line again, when we have the other part here. By the way, what is the vector of L1? What's the vector of L1?
4
Four.
negative 4 5
Negative 4,
5
5. What is the vector for
8 negative 3 1.
8, negative 3, and positive 1? Okay. Okay. So here I don't have. So all the time actually we can consider it as vector parallel to the line. So this is a vector or unit vector, sometimes parallel to the line L2. Okay. Now they said okay, they're not parallel. That means they should, they might. I will not say they should. They might intersect, right? Usually when two lines intersect, what does that mean? When two lines intersect, what that mean? Do you remember when we studied, I think grade 9, we study when we have two lines, for example, line 1, this is L1, and this is L2. Now we'll talk about 2D.
Oh, but this one is easiest one, Z. Negative 6
So-
plus S.
So here what's, when I have L1 and L2, have a look please. When I have L1 and L2, when they intersect, what will I have?
The same coordinates.
I will have the same coordinates. We'll have x 0 and y 0, right? They should be the same at line 1 and line 2, right? So here, I got x, y. So they're supposed to be the same, right? So now I will have 3 equations, which is x and x together, right? They should be the same in line 1 and line 2. So here I can say 1 plus 4t equal to 2 plus 8s. Okay? Next one, for y and y, I have 5 plus minus 4t equal to 4 minus 3s. And the last one, I have negative 1 plus 5t equal to
5 plus s.
5 plus s. Now I have solved them. That's it, done.
Can we assume t equals s?
You can take 2 equations, solve them, and then check with the third one. Those are, we have 2 variables here. Okay, I'll do it.
No. Let's do it ourselves for like 3 minutes to slow it down.
Which is this one?
This one.
1 minus 4t is equal
This. We isolate
4t minus 8s equal to
to
what?
Add it up, so 6 is equal
Negative 4t plus 3s equal to negative 1, right?
no.
And the last one,
s is equal to 0.
5t minus s equal to 6. Okay, now I'll take the first 2 together and plus them. Okay? Plus them.
Yeah.
4 plus 4 minus 4 is 0, 0t.
S is equal to 0.
S equal 3s, negative 5s equal to
0.
0. So s equal to
0.
0. Okay? And now change back in any of them here. What's our gonna have? So
4t.
change
4t
with this,
is
for example, 0.
4t is equal to negative 1.
No,
Negative
4t
4t
is
is no.
t
Negative
equal
4t
1 over 4. Right?
Yeah.
Now, I want you to check in the last one, is it correct or not? If I have plug in both of them,
No.
are they going to be correct?
No. 1 over 4.
So t1 over 4 is going to be 5 over 4 minus 0 equal to 6, right?
No.
Which is no. So do they intersect or not?
No, they don't.
No. So it's okay, yes, they do scoot like they're not parallel, but it doesn't mean they will have like common points. Because again, it's in a 3D. In a 3D, you know, for
Oh, they
example.
can move away, yeah.
Yeah, they can move away, so they might not like intersect each
Ah,
other.
that makes sense, yeah.
It's not 2D. 2D is
Always
it
intersect.
has to, unless they're parallel. You have parallel or intersect.
Yeah.
But in 3D,
They
no,
have
we have like they
freedom.
might intersect, they might be parallel, they might not intersect, even though they're not parallel. Because it's space, right?
Yeah. Freedom. They have the freedom to choose to intersect or not.
Yeah, okay, so here you go, they got it the same, yeah, okay.
I'll put this in your dreams. So you have to do math in your dreams.
Okay, we'll do the last one and then you can go. I don't know, like, okay, let's see. Now this is application. This is the same thing, but it has application. By the way, the last paper here is a test. I want you later to do it alone, honestly, between you and yourself. I can check it or you can check it. Like, try to evaluate yourself. This is not graded. It's not graded, okay? Only the last page. It's not graded. Just try to do it when we finish the unit, or do the questions you know, okay? The question you think you know, do it. The other one you don't know, don't do it for now, okay? Okay, do this question. We will use the same thing. Now we have particle, right? What is it? Model airplane. Fly directly. I told you, it's physics. Vectors is about physics, displacement. Later, there's velocity, you know? There's velocity, there is speed.
Now you pick out your phone to take a photo.
Okay. Okay. So we have start from this
60
point.
meters per second.
Start from this point, travel to that point. Okay. We have a speed here. Now I want you to create this line. First of all, I want to find again. I want to find a point. I want to find the vector. How to find the vector? Vector is so easy.
The second point.
Second point minus first point. Yeah, give it a try. I'll do it after that.
It's bad that the first thing I saw to do this was convert the speed from meters per minute to meters per second.
For me, I loved physics when I was at school. I hated chemistry.
Hey,
I hate
teacher, there's one difference between us. I also hate physics.
No, I love physics.
I hate physics.
Okay.
I mean, I hate it less than bio.
To be honest, like I got a teacher who was really nice. He was really good. That's why he made me actually like the physics.
Okay, so 2 minus 1, so 3, 4, 5. Yes, let's go. After 10 minutes to the nearest meter. This is physics. 60 meters per minute. So that's the vector. So 3i, 4j, 5k.
Now it makes a line, right? So I want you to find that line also, the equation of that line.
So what? Oh. Wait, if you take the first values, right?
So it starts on the reference point.
And
211 towards 556. And 345 is the vector that shows the direction.
Do you remember first before? Do you remember what is the formula for velocity?
What?
What's the formula for physics?
Physics, v equals to s plus at.
Huh?
So that equation is what, right?
Uh-huh.
There's multiple, you can solve for so many.
Okay, but like, which is similar somehow to, I want the equation for velocity, which is equal to the, similar to the line equation.
Speed over time.
So V1, V0, sorry.
Distance over time.
Sorry?
Distance over time. That's velocity.
I don't take physics.
No, like, you said speed, I'm like, no. No, it's distance.
So
Displacement.
usually velocity is like, or displacement is gonna be the initial place,
and then
or-
velocity is finite.
and times speed times time, right? And when I have speed times time, also I should have the vector here. So what's the difference here? I will have the vector or the way. Because the vector here, it refers the direction it's moving to.
Yeah.
Okay? So here it's not like the vector, I care about the vector because it will give me the direction. It's not about its value actually, it's about the direction
You have
where
to find
I'm
the
going
magnitude.
to.
No,
No, for now.
we have the magnitude. We have the speed. No.
Okay,
Speed is
so
magnitude.
what did you do so far?
Speed is a
Okay,
magnitude.
we got the first one, which is AB. Here I got the vector, right? The vector is 3, 4, 5, right? So let's write it first. 3, 4, and 5.
Here, what's our first class?
V0, I'll take the initial point where it started here. 2, 1, 1, right? So V1, V0 here is 2, 1, 1,
Yeah,
right?
that's why I wrote it.
And then 3, 4, 5. Speed.
Now the speed is how much?
60?
60. And time, here they give me the time as well.
10.
10.
10 minutes. Okay. Times 10
So 600 times.
and 3, 4, and 5, right?
Yeah.
See, this is what I mean. We don't need to find the magnitude. They already.
We don't need to find the magnitude because here velocity we're talking about like a position here.
No, velocity is a vector, but speed is a scale. So
Scale.
or magnitude. Yeah.
so
we
here,
already
here,
have the
here
magnitude.
like, but again, the velocity here I'm looking at, I want to find the position or the terminal position after, with a speed of 60 after 10 minutes. I want to see where is that airplane is. Okay? So I don't need to make it as magnitude. I want just the coordinate of the last place after 10 minutes that my airplane reached. So it's going to be 211, 600, right? So 600 times 3, 1,800. 600, 2,400.
3.
And 600 times
3,000.
3,000, right?
So if we add that,
Mm-hmm.
so it's 802 plus
no.
240 is 3,000. Is it that?
No, this is the height. Not like. Basically, this plane has motors.
Yeah.
Now, it's correct what I did, but actually here I have a vector, right?
Yeah.
But it's not, I want to find the unit vector here. I did not find the unit vector. Do you remember what's the formula of the unit vector?
The cross multiplication over
No.
the magnitude multiplication. Let's see.
Unit vector is V over magnitude.
Yeah, V over magnitude. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, here I have the vector itself. No, so this is V. I don't want the V here. I want the U.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's gonna be 3.
So it's gonna be 3, 4, 5, right? And divided by here, it's gonna be, all of them will be divided by 9, 16, 25, 25, and 50. So root 50 or root 5, root 2. Okay? I,
So that's
J, and K. Okay? Okay. So here it's gonna be 2, 1, 1 plus again I'll change those. So here.
Teacher, why do we find U?
I think it's to make it simpler.
No, it's we should find it too because like here they give me like a vector between A and B. Okay, but I don't want between A and B because like here it will change between okay, where is it? Here it will change like over the time, right? It will change over the time. So here I need to find the unit vector and then calculate it over the time. So here again we will have it 3, 5, root 2, 4, 5, root 2, 5, 5, root 2, or here you can write it just 1 over root 2. Okay. Yeah, now time them. 600 times 600. Okay, and here I can okay, I can count all of them. This is 2, 120, 120, 360 divided by root 2. The other one, 2 times 120, 120, 480 divided by root 2. And this one, 60, 120 divided by
Is there still
root
battery?
Yeah.
2.
Good job.
It's still going.
Yeah, that's it.
It's a 1 hour 14 minute long recording.
What time is it now?
4:15.
Oh, so I was off. I thought that you would be done by 4 o'clock, but we're not.
Yeah, okay.
Whoa, this is. And we still have more for vectors, right?
Yeah, this is almost the end.
And so here you see like this is the same what we had. Now it's not done yet. So here they find the coordinates.
It's
So
not done yet.
you need like to divide those. I'll not do it. Like you have to divide those and then plus 2 here, for example. Here plus 1 plus 1. So here it's the same, right?
Yeah.
It's the same. But it's not done. I mean, we shouldn't plus them. Now we should simplify this. You can divide it. Okay, you use a calculator, yeah.
Yeah.
Calculator. You can use calculator for sure.
Can you do that non-calculator?
It will take some, yeah, I can. It will take some. This one, this will be 100 roots, so it will be 180 times root 2. Root 2 is 1.4, so 1.4 times 180. You can do it, but it will take time. Because this one is 180 times root 2 times root 2. Root 2 times root 2 is 2. 2 times 180, 360. Root 2 I can cut now, so I'll have 100 root 2. 180 root 2. That's it. Okay, that's it. So those are the new coordinates after 10 minutes with a speed of 60.
I see.
That plane is fast.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Like, wait. So this equation is correct? Or what?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, that's it.
So it's 2 plus this,
Yes.
1 plus this.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
But this one like first, that's why you need to simplify it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah.
Okay.
So you know there's a very famous place where you have a long leap over the water? It's like an old abandoned warehouse or something.
It's 1 hour 15 minutes, right? Are you okay or done or you want more or enough?
I could do one more.
Okay, for next one. An object moving velocity.
Oh yeah, so she performs flawlessly, jumping over, each time she jumps over one arch, she has a chance of falling. Each arch is 2 meters. She's leaping like this for a full 90 seconds.
Luckily, it's two-dimensional.
Yeah, that's better. But yeah, but anyway, she's been doing flawlessly for 90 seconds, and the coach was like, "Good job, you're halfway there." And she immediately falls into the water.
You did not participate. Why did not you count for the sport day given?
There's this thing known as military, and
Oh.
also, I don't feel like participating in sport day this year at all.
They played football. I know you can. You used to play football, yeah?
Yeah, I used to. Now I'm probably dead weight on the team. I don't. Do you think I'm dead weight on the team?
That team we did, they had some crappy goalkeeper.
Which color were you?
I was blue.
Blue.
So they actually probably needed my
Okay.
goalkeeping skills.
So the one who won, who was that?
For football?
No, not everything. Yellow won the football, right?
No, a green one football. Yellow got second.
Second, okay.
Last minute goal by Steven.
The
1-0.
Chinese Steven?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1-0.
I guess they should have. I
Bro,
guess
he shot it from nowhere. It was that lucky goal.
I guess I should have gone for at least GK, but like man, I have no motivation doing anything sports this year.
And we also didn't. Zed, who was supposed to be the striker for our team, didn't even pull up until the match was over.
Yeah, that's sad. Okay.
This is why I should always go on time.
Ah yes, you on time. Those are antonyms in the fucking dictionary.
When was that like?
When were you on time? Yes, there you go. You don't know when you're on time. If you're on time, you always know when you're on time. Okay. Flipping the plane of an appropriately fitted coordinate system such a position given where time in hours after start and distance are measured in kilometers. Ensure the position isn't the initial position V1? Isn't the initial position V1?
Yeah, it did.
0.
ما الحين والله ما بعرف اقول لك بقرا بس خايف والله ده انا كده ما عرفت والله حابب اشوفك يعني بس حرام خير بدك مع مسواك اخي قاعدة الموتور مو سهلة
So, what is this? Negative.
اشوف
This is
على الشارع ولا ما لازم تهدي خي اليوم بصراحة
I remember before we got like inshallah mashallah completed the brainwash. I think we were there that day. I think whatever she said was the start of her prayer for someone who was dead. And the teacher would talk completed for her.
It's what you say with death with the die.
Yeah. Like rest in peace or something. And he was like, yes, rest in peace.
Today is
But who?
بدك هلا بلش انت بتجرب بعدين بدك
But then what is Pakistan speak Urdu?
بس تعلم يعني كيف تسوي هيك هيك معلم تبع السباق هذا شيء
Those are symbols that are right? Speaking is like similar to
Yeah, I know one guy, he did a full research paper on the origin of those languages.
اه طيب اه مش هذا
It is 6. No.
ما بعرف بس ما خطأ تقريبا كل نفس الاعتراض ما بيحكي مرة في شيء غلط
What's taking so?
think how about the velocity?
Oh, velocity and speed of the object.
Do I convert it to a
هلا قلت لك بس خليني اساله خيال
For unit vector, you will need to
الموعد لا يجوز ما يستخدمون يطلع خلاص مشوار
There's some shit's going on when the car starts laughing.
بس ان شاء الله مش هيطلع ان شاء الله خير ان شاء الله
It should. Oh, this is easy.
ماشي
We have displacement. We have u initial.
Yeah, where's speed? How'd you find speed?
Huh? No, velocity and speed are the same thing.
Okay.
Just that one of them is a vector, one of them is a scalar.
So,
So
here,
magnitude
we need
of
to
the
find the
vector
initial
velocity
position of
is
the
speed.
object. What is the initial position? This is
0. And the initial
When
velocity
t is 0.
3, 1, right?
Yeah.
When t is
Yeah,
when
yeah.
t is 0, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, when t is 0 is okay. Show the position of the object on a graph at the start, after 1 hour, and after 3 hours. So here I need to change the value of 3 hours. And here they said like do it on a graph. So let's have at first the
Cartesian.
coordinate plane. Yeah. So
Is it a different thing from the Cartesian?
no, it's the same, but different. Just different thing, but the same thing. Okay, so the initial point was what was it?
The initial point was
Here, the initial point was
3, 1.
3, 1. 1, 2, 3, and here 1, right? So this is the initial point.
And the
Okay.
second point was
Now they ask you to change 1 when t equal 1, right? When
so
after
1,
1 hour.
4. 1, 4.
So it's gonna be 1 and 4. So 1. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So now I want you to check what's happened here. What's happened from this to this? Well, do you remember the translation?
Move to left.
So how many points do I move to the left?
Two to the left,
Two to the left
and then 4 up.
Not 3 up.
3 up.
3 up, 3 up.
Is it similar to the Victor?
Yeah.
No.
So 2 to the left.
Yeah.
So negative 2
yeah,
actually.
it is.
2 to the left, and 3 is up,
Up.
right? So that's why all the time I said, like, for the Victor, it's not the magnitude itself. I care about the direction it gives. Okay? So here it gives the direction. Okay, now the other point for 3 is gonna be like maybe even more, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna, it's easy for me, like, this point is 1,
Actually,
4, right?
Negative 3 and 10.
So I can have, like I said, negative 2, right? So I can make it negative 4 and plus 4, right?
It's
No.
negative 3 and 10.
So here negative 4 and plus 6. So the new point is gonna be negative 3 and 10, right?
Yeah. Teacher, initial velocity is 0 when time is 0, and then you can calculate the.
Okay, so this is clear. This one.
The second one is
Finish. Find the velocity and speed of the object. Okay.
How should you do that?
Depends on the super equations.
So I mean they have an initial.
I didn't bring my practice one, so this one is quite empty. If you wanted to see something real crazy, I should have brought my my physics practice book here for the mock exam. Oh. Ah yes, I challenge you to read this.
Yeah. Okay. So the velocity we already mentioned that. What is the velocity here from the drawing?
The velocity.
So this is when t equal to 0, and this is when
T equals to 1.
t equal to 1.
So is it
What
negative?
is the velocity here? Like here the velocity again. Velocity is like displacement moving, right?
Negative 20.
So it's negative 2
Time in hours
Left.
from the start.
and 3
3
up.
up.
That's
Per
it. This
hour.
is velocity per hour or every hour, right? Right. Now what about speed?
Speed, you just root that. It's the magnitude.
Magnitude. Yeah, that's done. Magnitude of the vector itself. What's the vector? Negative 2, which is
Negative
4
Root 15.
Yeah.
plus
Plus
9. 9.
Root 15.
Not
Not
13.
13.
13.
Yeah, that's it done.
Yeah.
I have a performance. Is this your money or my money?
Okay, it's mine. It doesn't matter.
This one is a bit hard. Okay.
Oh,
do it. You have the book, right? Don't focus on the book now. We'll do the book together. Try to do this. Okay, go through it. If you have any question.